But it looks like EA are at least attempting to stop the PC cheating going on in squad battles that is causing the Elite 1 points rank to just inflate like crazy. Points at one point did go down. I think late last night, they went down by like 400 or 500 points. We're going to talk about that today. Obviously, right now, it's up to 25.7, which is still, I think, like 500-600 more than what it was last week. So it's still going up, and I'm sure they have not addressed and fixed all the cheating stuff. We'll talk more about that in a sec. I got to go and grind it out myself still. Evolutions are broken because why wouldn't they be? They're back broken again. If you're wondering why we're not getting, we didn't get an Evo on Friday, it's because they're broken again. So, I mean, yeah, we can act surprised if we want to, where we shouldn't be. Plus, some more SBC leaks as well. The Barcola Player of the Month stats have fully been leaked, and we also have, I think, an icon and a hero pack for this video today to open also. That'll be at the end, and now that we are another weekend league into this gameplay, how are we feeling? Are we still feeling, you know, like it's good, or are we not feeling too hot on it anymore? If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount, because you'll see on my second channel, I think later today, that I went more into detail about like what I like and don't like about it so far. But yeah, I don't know. Now that we're another weekend in, what do you think? We did get Rooter SBC, and he's actually very good. 5-star, 5-star, which is very rare at this time of the year. 6 foot tall. He's missing some stats like finishing 78, but at the same time, a 5-star, 5-star card's not going to be like the most insane stat-wise, probably, to just make it more balanced. Incisive pass is nice. Ping pass is nice. All different roles as well to play, so that's a good card to me. I don't think that that's a bad SBC to do it all, honestly. It's with good links too. And also, I was in the objectives tab earlier today. I want to say when I was like around the time I was opening my hero and icon pack, I did that earlier today, and it said I had an objective that wasn't completed or wasn't claimed yet, and I didn't have one. So that glitch, by the way, where it says you have an objective or whatever, is still not fixed fully. It's still not fixed. That was a problem last year. They fixed it. Comes out this year. It's a problem again. They say they fix it, and it's still a problem. It's genuinely shocking at times what can happen with these patches right now. It's stunning. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's look at the evolutions. If you're wondering why there was no Friday Evo, but we got a Saturday evolution, the reason being was that chain evolutions right now are completely bugged. So they dropped this, which is not possible to chain, so this one's fine. So they probably had this planned earlier and they just kept it. And it's a squad foundations evolution. And if we look actually on Twitter right now, Josh saying, I think Evos are on hold again due to the La Roja / the cannon issue where Evos can't be chained. One would thought this may have popped up in testing. Oh, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it popped up in testing. Or it would have popped up in testing if they tested it. I'm assuming they just assumed it would work, because one would assume it would work, but it doesn't. Because we got the Goal Frenzy evolution set to come to Ultimate Team soon, which we don't know what it could be requiring, but this was leaked before Friday content. So I'm assuming this was the Friday Evo that was supposed to come out that had to be delayed because we are quite literally incompetent. And okay, on to the title of the video, and that was apparently squad battles points have dropped since last night. I wonder if EA banned some of the people cheating on it. So this morning UK time was at 24.2k. People went to sleep last night. It was 24.6k. People are assuming that EA probably did something with the cheaters. Now, there's also a question about a couple of things here. Sola says, no, it's just the points plateauing. Don't forget it's a percentage-based ranking. In this case, Elite 1 is top 3%. As people start finishing all their games and other people start, don't underestimate casuals, the ranking naturally moves. So he's saying that at times the top 3% can actually, you know, go down. Like the ranking can literally go down in points, which makes sense because it's percentage-based. But at the same time, we've never seen a drop like this ever. So it would be the first of its kind, basically, for it to go down by hundreds of points at a time. So it's unconfirmed, and EA probably wouldn't say something about it because then they'd have to address the fact that people are cheating on the game. Like, they have to publicly say that, which they don't want to say. So we can kind of really only speculate here. What do you guys think? My guess would be that they probably banned some of the obvious cheaters out there with fucking 40,000 squad battles points, or high 30s, you know, squad battles points, getting the ultimate 5-0 every game, which is like, what, 3,000, like low 3,000s, right? Let me know what you think about that, because this is a big problem too. Like, the squad battles points being tiered by percentages obviously leaves the door open for many cheaters, and they got to fix that problem. But it seems like in gaming in general, not just EA, there's been a pretty hard time fighting the cheaters, so we'll see how it ends up going. But we move on. Barcola's Player of the Month card. This is his official stats as well. 4-star, 4-star, I believe, is his skill moves and weak foot, and he looks pretty solid. Nothing too insane, but it's pretty good for this time of the year. A pacey winger with 4-star skills. You can't really go too wrong with that. French links, of course, too there, and hopefully isn't too expensive too. Also, Crystal Dunn is on the way. We saw that on Friday, but these are her official stats, and she looks very, very good. Great link to Alex Morgan and Swanson, of course. A 90 pace center mid in this game. I know she's like 5'1". I think she's 5'1". Let's see. Crystal Dunn is, how tall are you? Yes, 5'1". So keep that in mind, that advanced defending, like spamming X stuff, isn't probably going to work very well with her. But 90 pace center mids in this game where pace is very important is probably very good. So my guess is going to be, depending on what her roles are, which I think right now they are, what, half winger and wide playmaker. So that's not great. Hopefully it's not just these roles there. Hopefully maybe a box-to-box in there or something like that. Maybe playmakers is good too. But if you really like Morgan or Swanson, this is going to be a nice SBC to complete. All right, moving on. Thought this was kind of interesting from Bekelme here. He was in a back and forth with this guy talking about how he's kind of this guy's in the opinion that the gameplay is the closest we've been to realism probably yet. And then obviously they're talking about the corner problem, and Bekelme down here says 10 out of 554 corner kicks in the last World Cup scored. Percentage point of 1.8%, comparing that to this game, right? And with the head, it was actually only 4 of those 10. So 4 of 554 resulted in a header goal in the last World Cup. Now, of course, you want a video game to perfectly replicate real life. To me, I probably wouldn't like to perfectly replicate it. I've talked about that before, but it shows you how insane corner kicks are this year, and think about just how little corner kicks actually do get scored through the head in real life, right? It's just nothing like this year. Also looks like the new evolution coming out was probably supposed to be a left wing or a winger evolution of some kind. Salma went up to double the price she was at before, if not triple the price she was at before. So I'm gonna assume then that a winger evolution is probably going to be the one that is coming whenever EA fix the issue. And thought this is kind of funny too. So if you're having problems with FUT Champs right now, FUT Champs is way harder this year, guys. It is way, way harder. Ryan Jones is a pro, posted his 0-1 record down here, just plain tweet. And then he tweets this out saying, quick update, who the fuck am I matching here, referee? And he's 0-2 in FUT Champs. So the pro players are even having a hard time. The biggest problem for me is just consistency. I'm having such a hard time finding consistency in the gameplay, and just AI runs and movement and I don't know, all of it basically. If you guys did not see any of the store packs that came out over the weekend, we did end up getting 100k packs for the first time. So tradable 100k packs did drop. That did cause a lot of the promo cards and like the lower rated gold cards to start dropping in the market. And right now the market really is going down. Looking at even cards like Saliba and Griezmann and Bellingham and Van Dijk, they're all down pretty substantially right now. Even the promo cards, this Neymar was 2 million coins earlier, 1.37 now. Also, it's always funny seeing the cheapest sale here and seeing it's like the minimum price that somebody packed that Neymar and then accidentally listed it for the cheapest price. Oops. Like I said, it's kind of what we expected. I expect this to really be the catalyst of this. Even cards that are like Frankie de Jong and Chiesa, even as high as like the Puteos cards too, even that tier, I think still could see a drop pretty much like every weekend. You're going to see lightning rounds and 100k packs coming out now every single weekend. You just got to be aware that the market's going to rise after Rivals rewards, but then anytime after Friday, it's a free-for-all. The market could drop at almost any time because of tradable player picks that we also saw. If you guys didn't see, there was a tradable player pick that came out for like 40,000 coins. There was that plus the 100k packs, and we'll see lightning rounds eventually, of course, too. EA got to make that gambling addict money, so they're going to drop lightning rounds. It's just a matter of time. And every weekend's a free-for-all, basically, in terms of like Saturday, Sunday, the market could die every time. And I asked him in the last video, like, you know, if you're on PC, what do you think about the input delay? And most of you said it feels smoother for sure in the menus. Like the menus feel great. The gameplay is maybe a little better, but it's still inconsistent. Some of you said it's the exact same. Sea Monkey, I can tell you this game makes me want to die on a daily basis. So not much different there. So it's kind of hit or miss. Feels like possibly better, but mainly the same if I had to guess. And I also got a couple comments because in my last video, I was like, you know, if you weren't on the game making coins after Rivals Rewards, what were you doing is what I said. But then people were also in the comments like, you understand it's 3 a.m. I'm not going to be up at 3 a.m. grinding the fucking market. And it's like, that is totally makes sense. I meant if you were on the game, like if you weren't in the market doing shit, then I didn't know what you were doing. If you were sleeping or living your life, that's not what I meant. And I said that terribly in the video. There's like 3 or 4 people that said something in the comments about that, and I was like, yeah, I didn't say that very well. If you were enjoying life or sleeping, yeah, that makes sense. Then Crease is taking me 2 weeks to realize it, but it's finally clicked that you cannot pack even a low tier promo card in the game. I completed the season pass, opened all the good packs, 85-2, 86-2, etc. I've done nearly every objective there is to do in the menus and have not packed a single promo player. It says down here, this is the first year I refuse to spend money on FC points, and it's showing more than ever. I'd have to spend hundreds of pounds on store packs to even have a chance. FUEA, and this is kind of the thing right now is that, yeah, pack weight's just bad. It's not bad on store packs, it seems like, but it's bad in terms of everywhere else, which, let's be honest here, then therefore it means the pack weight's bad. But I was seeing some comments being like, you know, it's October. What do you expect? Do you expect to get good promo cards all over the the place. But to me, there's so many discard ones that it's like, it's pretty crazy. People are not packing just discard ones even pretty often right now. We have 85 twos, 86 twos. We're getting pretty decent packs from Weekend League, Division Rivals awards, Squad Battles awards, the Season Pass, and we're still not packing promo cards. So what does that tell you? Probably the pack weight is pretty shite. And I agree there's always a balance between giving people too many great cards and then not giving people any cards at all. It just feels like EA's always on, they seemingly always end up on the opposite side of the argument, where when was the last time pack weight was too good? When was the last time you saw Team of the Year come out and they're like, oh yeah, people are packing Team of the Years too easily. I miss when it was more exclusive. You haven't seen that ever. So they always end up on the opposite side of the pack weight debate. And let me know what you think. If you think that the pack weight sucks, I personally think that they need to up it, but maybe the expectations are too high for us. I'm not sure. Okay, let's open the icon pack now. Hopefully future me had a great Weekend League, and I'm procrastinating playing it right now. Maybe this will change that if I get something good in this, though. We are going to get ourselves a right back. Italy. Oh, Zambrata? Oh, we'll take that for sure. Oh my gosh, that's actually a really good pull. That's one of the better ones we can get, right? How much is he going for? Okay, wingback ++2, fullback plus, right back. That's great. Yeah, this is a very, very good card. And he's going for 730. I mean, that's, yeah, we're going to take that all day. That's such a great pull. Yes, we did get Zambrata earlier, so hopefully we can continue our good luck streak here. Base hero max 87, unfortunately, for our Weekend League rewards. Let's see what we can get. We get a striker. It's England, and that's Peter Crouch. And that's the end of me, folks. Well, I can't complain too much. Got Zambrata, so I'm not going to complain. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Love you all.